here and welcome to BOCHIKNOT Macrame. This is the channel where you will find everything macrame related. So if you are interested in learning macrame with me, then click that subscribe button and then also give this video a big thumbs up. So over the past few weeks, we have been releasing pattern tutorials as a part of our Halloween series. And in this video, we are going over the last tutorial of the series, and that is our little mummy pattern. This is a 3D mummy figurine. To make this, we started off with the 3D structure of the mummy first, and then we took some long strands of cord, made them into braids, and then wrapped them around as bandages on the outside. This cute little mummy will make a great decor item to get into the Halloween spirit. And there are certain aspects of this pattern, like the braided bandages, that you can have your little helpers at home help you make as well, making this a fun little activity and project to make for your whole family. And with that said, let's get right into it.
Listed here are the materials and supplies you will need for this mummy pattern, as well as the recommended cord lengths. The cord that I'll be using is a 3mm single strand cord from our Lush line. This cord is made out of bamboo, making it the softest cord you have ever used before. It is super comfortable on the hands, and it is also fairly sturdy, making it easy to work with. The colors I'm using are natural and sand. A special tool you will need for this pattern is a crochet hook. And then I will also be using some 1.5mm 2-ply string from our rainbow cord line for the eyes. If you're interested in any of the materials that I have used in this pattern, you can head on over to BOCHIKNOT.com for more details. To begin, we're going to take our long 240cm strand of cord on one end. We're going to fold it over to make a loop. Then taking 4 strands of 150cm long cords, fold them each in half and attach them onto the loop with reverse Lark's head knots. Once the 4 strands of cord are attached onto the loop, we're going to pull on the long end of the anchor cords to tighten the pattern. The long anchor cord end we have here will serve as the anchor cord for the entirety of the body of the mummy. And to start the pattern, we're going to take that long anchor cord, we're going to bring it towards the vertical cord ends for some double half hitch knots. Once we have completed 2 double half hitch knots, you will see a rather large gap here. And so to fill in this gap before we continue on with the double half hitch knots, we're going to take a strand of cord at 140 centimeters long and attach it to the anchor cord with a reverse Lark's head knot. Now continue on with 2 more double half hitch knots to the left, and then attach another strand of 140cm long cord with a reverse Lark's head knot. Now repeat this pattern 2 more times over to the left. Once you have made it back around, attaching the 140cm long cords, with the double half hitch knots in between. We're now going to make a full row of double half hitch knots all around without adding cords. Now for the start of the third row of double half hitch knots, what we're going to do is make a few double half hitch knots until we arrive at the next gap. Then taking an 130 centimeter long cord, attach it onto the anchor cord with a reverse lark's head knot. Repeat this pattern all around, making several double half hitch knots and then filling in some gaps with reverse lark's head knots. For this third row of double half hitch knots, you should attach 3 new cords onto the row. So we've already attached 1 new cord. You can attach 2 more all around. We are now complete with adding cords. What we're going to do is make a full row of double half hitch knots all around. Because we're not adding any new cords, you're going to see that the pattern will start to curve one way, and that's what we're going to do is we're going to tighten the anchor cord a little bit, but then we're going to pop the pattern inwards so that a dome shape forms. Now repeat for 3 more full rows of double half hitch knots all around. Once we have made a total of 4 full rows of double half hitch knots, we're now going to start decreasing the number of double half hitch knots we make by skipping cords. So the first cord here we're going to skip, take the next cord and make a double half hitch knot. We're going to make 2 double half hitch knots, then skip the next cord, 2 double half hitch knots, and skip the next cord all around for this row. Now make 1 more row of double half hitch knots, skipping a few more cords throughout this row. Now once we're done with the head of the pattern, we're going to work on the body. So we've got to start adding some cords back to the anchor cord. So with the vertical cords from the double half hitch knots above, attach them onto the anchor cord with double half hitch knots again. But then in between these double half hitch knots, we're going to take a strand of cord from the cord group on the inside and attach it onto the anchor cord with double half hitch knots. Add a strand of cord from the inside for every second double half hitch knot we make. Once the first row is complete, make the second row the same way by attaching the remaining strands on the inside in between the double half hitch knots for this second row. Once we're done the neck and shoulder of the body, we will now add on the arms. For the arms, we're going to take 2 strands of 25 centimeter long cords as the anchor cords, then an 80 centimeter long cord wrapped around in the center. We're going to make 6 consecutive square knots. Repeat this pattern once more for a second arm. Now to attach the arm onto the body, what we're going to do is take our crochet hook and weave the short ends through the top of the neck. Once weaved through on the inside with those 2 cords, tie a double overhand knot. Now repeat the same thing on the other side with another arm. To secure the bottom of the arms, what we're going to do is continue the row of double half hitch knots until we reach the other side of the arm. Once we are near the arm, what we're going to do is take the 2 strands of cord from the arm and weave it through inside the body. Then taking the next vertical cord over to the left, make a double half hitch knot onto the anchor cord. Make 1 more double half hitch knot with the next vertical cord right beside it. Then with the 2 remaining cords from the arms, bring it to the inside of the body, and then with the next vertical cord, finish off with another double half hitch knot onto the anchor cord. Now continue the row of double half hitch knots onto the other side of the arm and repeat the same thing. Once the arms are attached, with the 4 cords on both sides on the inside of the mummy, we're going to seal them with 2 double overhand knots. Make sure all of the excess cords from the arms are tucked inside the mummy, and then with our anchor cord on the body, we're going to continue with 5 more full rows of double half hitch knots all around. Once done, we're going to trim off the excess cord ends and we're going to tuck the cords inside the mummy. Now to attach some eyes onto the mummy, we're going to use 2 strands of 15-centimeter long strings. So taking 1 strand, we're going to weave this string through 1 double half hitch knot section, and we're going to weave it over and over until we have a dark eye. Any loose string ends from the eye can be tucked inside of the mummy. Now repeat the same pattern for another eye. Now for the bandages, we're going to use 3 strands of 150 centimeter long cords. We're going to tie an overhand knot on one end, and then we're going to make a 3-ply braid all the way to the other end. This is the part where you can wrap the mummy however you'd like. You can cover an eye if you'd like. You can just wrap it around the entire head. I'll show you how I'm going to wrap my mummy, and then you can decide how you want to wrap yours. Taking a second braid, wrap it around the body of the mummy. All of the loose cord ends from the bandages can be tucked inside, but if you do want some extra security, you can dab a bit of glue on the bandages.
And that concludes our mummy tutorial, and this also wraps up our cute little mini Halloween series. Our mini Halloween series includes a cute little ghost, a pumpkin, and of course the mummy we made in this video. Did you guys enjoy this cute little mini series? Let me know in the comment section below which one was your favorite. Just in case you missed the other two projects within the series, I'll link the ghost and the pumpkin tutorials in the description below. And if you find yourself interested in learning more about 3D macrame, we do go over that in more detail over on the BOCHIKNOT macrame community on Patreon. Over there, we're focused on a lot of intricate and advanced knotting techniques. So to find out more details, you can head on over to patreon.com/BOCHIKNOT. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.